It's a story that got worldwide attention when we first aired it back in 2001, and the update we have tonight is just as uplifting. It's a story Deb Hope covered originally, and she revisits a very special young girl this evening, too.
Absolutely, Chris, and it is remarkable. We have told so many stories, but some of them stick with you. This story has certainly stayed with many of our viewers over the years. And last Friday, we visited a summer camp on Anvil Island in Howe Sound to catch up with a particular teenager and her family.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
It's time for soccer. There are no refs, no lines to go over, just a group of teens having fun in the sunshine. There are about 100 campers here, but there's one teenager who's been on TV before. Janelle Milne is 13 years old.
Over here!
She's having a blast with her friends, and some of them are boys.
Woo! Drew and Chad. Yeah, we had formal night yesterday, and it was on the beach.
Janelle is athletic. She's a good student. She has lots of friends, but there is one thing she can't do, and that is hear. Janelle is deaf. She lost her hearing within the first 15 months of her life. We first met Janelle when she was 2. Hard to believe she was completely deaf.
So I stuck up behind her and boo! About that loud, no reaction. So I got louder, boo! And louder, and there was no reaction at all. A chick? Yeah, that's a chick. That's right.
She did learn to sign, but her parents wanted desperately for her to be like all the other kids, and they ended up at Children's Hospital. The goal? To get a cochlear implant. And we were there when Janelle heard for the first time.
It's going to come on in a second, and it's on now.
Actually, I watched that clip hundreds of times.
Yeah.
I still tear up every time I watch it.
Every time we cry.
Yeah,
Every time.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Yeah.
Janelle's loving the life of a camper. But imagine how different her life would be if she didn't get that cochlear implant. She's on her 3rd one now. Notice it blends into her hair? Teenagers are sensitive that way. But there was one day when she decided to go to school without her implant.
She went to school for the whole day, and I kissed her on the cheek and said, "Have a nice day," and she went off without her implant on.
I wanted to see how it looked like if I was deaf.
And she went through the whole day not hearing anything. And she came home and she said, "I think I'd rather wear it."
But enough talking. She's into the water with her friends. Don't worry, she's taken off what they call the processor. Don't want to get that wet.
With the cochlear implant, it equalizes her. It's sort of like it just really, she's just one of the kids. And with it off, she's really more at a loss.
And once she's swimming, of course, she can't hear a thing. And it's a little difficult to get her attention.
So she doesn't know the bell's gone.
No. So this is where we have to wave and jump up and down until she looks at us. Oh.
You really weren't sure how she would do?
Yeah.
But all the kids are so understanding.
Oh.
Not one person has ever teased her.
I know.
Never.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
That's the way they work.
I know.
Eat more.
Yeah. Gonna make me cry.
Janelle is just an ordinary teenager, and that's exactly what her parents dreamed for her.
I have to tell you that most toddlers cry when the implant is first turned on, and Janelle's reactions did surprise the doctors that day. But that's just Janelle. And one final note, Medicare only pays for cochlear implants for deaf babies. After that, they are not covered, and they are very expensive. Janelle and her parents would like to thank the Vancouver Rotary Club because her latest implant cost $8,000, and Ashley and Natalie could not have afforded that. Chris, that's tonight's Insight.
Just pure joy.
Absolutely.
On her face. Great. Thanks very much, Deb.